স্যার আমি লাইভটা অন করে দেওয়ার পরে আপনাকে স্যার কিউ দিচ্ছি, তখন আপনি স্যার শুরু করে দিন স্যার।
আচ্ছা,
জি স্যার। জাহানি গুলশান শুনতে পাচ্ছেন আপনি?
স্যার আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমি ওকে স্যার।
আছি।
লাইভটা ওকে হয়ে যাওয়ার পরে স্যার আপনাকে আমি will take few seconds sir.
No problem.
Moinul, could you check whether it is on live?
Sir, let me check.
স্যার আমরা শুরু করে দিতে পারি স্যার।
ওকে, ধন্যবাদ। আমরা শুরু করছি। এটা হলো সেশন নাম্বার N6, বিষয় আরবান অ্যান্ড রুরাল প্ল্যানিং। আমি চেয়ার করার দায়িত্ব নিচ্ছি এবং আমার সাথে কোচেয়ার হিসেবে আছেন রাফেয়া আবেদিন। উনি কি আছেন? রাফেয়া আবেদিন কি আছেন?
স্যার উনি আমাদের সাথে এখনো জয়েন করেননি স্যার, আশা করি করবেন।
জয়েন করেননি, ওকে। আর অর্গানাইজার হিসেবে আছেন মোহাম্মদ তারিকুল ইসলাম। তো আমরা আমাদের সেশনটা শুরু করছি। 12টা বেজে 1 মিনিট 1.5 মিনিট হয়েছে। আজকের যে সেশন আরবান এন্ড রুরাল প্ল্যানিং, এটা খুবই গুরুত্বপূর্ণ একটি বিষয় বাংলাদেশের ডেভেলপমেন্ট পার্সপেক্টিভে এবং এনভায়রনমেন্ট পার্সপেক্টিভে। যদিও যে পেপারগুলো আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি এখানে সবই আরবান, ঢাকা, ময়মনসিংহ, খুলনা, বড় বড় শহর এবং অন্যান্য শহরও আছে। রুরাল কে টাচ করে কোনো পেপার আলাদা করে তৈরি হয়নি। তবে আমরা জানি যে কোনো আরবান এরিয়া মানেই হলো যে মানে ইনক্লুসিভ অফ রুরাল এরিয়াজ। কোনো আরবান এরিয়াই রুরাল ছাড়া চিন্তা করা যায় না। এটা হলো যে মাথা এবং বডি যেরকম একটা ইন্টিগ্রেটেড ওয়েতে চলে, তো সিটি এবং রুরাল এরিয়া একইভাবে চলে। সেই হিসাবে আমাদের পেপারগুলো আরবানের উপরে হলেও, বাট উই ক্যান ইনক্লুড রুরাল এরিয়াজ ইন দ্য ডিসকাশন। তো আমি বাপা অর্গানাইজারদেরকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি আমাকে এখানে চেয়ার করার সুযোগ দেওয়ার জন্য। আমরা তাহলে এখন শুরু করি। আমরা সুমাইয়া মাফরুহা কে দিয়ে শুরু করি। সুমাইয়া মাফরুহা প্রেজেন্ট করছেন urban state for Dhaka Metropolitan City, a perfect plan or a curse. খুবই চ্যালেঞ্জিং একটা টপিক। দেখা যাক মাফরুহা আমাদেরকে কি প্রেজেন্ট করেন। ওকে মাফরুহা।
I'll try my best.
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ। মাফরুহা, আপনার সময় 12 মিনিট। 12 মিনিটের মধ্যে আপনি প্রেজেন্ট করবেন, তারপরে it will be followed by discussion.
Okay, sir. Extremely sorry. First of all,
Thank you.
I'm not for not being able to use my webcam, it doesn't work. So I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
মাফরুহা, আপনার পরিচয়টা একটু দিয়ে নেবেন, যে আপনি আপনার অ্যাফিলিয়েশন কি, কোথায় কাজ করেন ইত্যাদি।
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. I am Sumaia Mafruha, post-graduation student of Disaster Management, University of Dhaka. At present, I live in Dhaka City. From my graduation period, I was always interested on urban planning, people's living quality, and the impact of these on the whole ecosystem and climate change. In future, I want to become a researcher working on these fields, and that's all about me. Now, please allow me to share my screen. And
ওকে, ডিসকন্টিনিউ হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
ওনাকে স্যার দেখা যাচ্ছে, উনি তো আছেন।
হ্যাঁ, মাফরুহা। ওকে, আমরা তো স্ক্রিন দেখতে পাচ্ছি, এখন আবার একটু ওকে।
Sumaia Mafruha, could you share your screen again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm trying. Please. Okay. So, can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, sir. So, welcome to my presentation on the title, The Present Urban Status of Dhaka City. Is it a blessing or a curse? Now, I would like to talk about the main objectives of the study, and those were to show the present condition of urban growth in Dhaka City. Investigate the impacts of the present urban growth and interpret an assumption as a solution. What can we do? Now, let's start with the word urbanization from the introduction slide. The word urbanization stands for the center of culture, science, technology, new concepts, strategy, business, productivity, social development, many more additional things. In a word, urbanization is the engine of growth and development. An estimation shows that world's urban population has reached almost 57%, and it will increase by 1.5 times by 2045. The main result of this rate is the present increasing rate of population and rural to urban migration. In developing countries like Bangladesh, rapid population growth is the driving factor of the random urbanization. Let's see the urbanization in Bangladesh at a glance. This is the statistics of the degree of urbanization in Bangladesh from 2009 to 2019, where in 2009, 29.71% of total population of Bangladesh lived in urban areas and cities, while at present the rate exceeds 37.41%. Here, some yearly statistical data has been presented to make a comparison. In 2001, the whole population of Bangladesh was 129.25 million, while 28.60 million were urban people. But in 2020, the total population is 167.6 million, and approximately 64.81 million people lived in urban areas, and among them, over 21 million lived in Greater Dhaka at present. If we see the urbanization in Dhaka City, we will get to know over 7% growth has been occurred during last 4 decades that lead to rapid expansion of the city both horizontally and vertically. This creates many urban and environmental challenges and issues. Statistics show that Dhaka is the fastest growing megacity. There's no doubt from the comparison of urban array that the urbanization of Bangladesh is a concentric pattern. Because of this, capital Dhaka, the heart of Bangladesh, is changing every day with rapid urbanization and become the biggest source to make a better life. Every day, people come here to find livelihood, establishing career, and so on, including the poor people who have lost their everything because of disaster, or the people of disaster-prone areas. The urban facility of Dhaka City attracts people to come to Dhaka for better living facility. People's mind setup is like Dhaka is their only home. So why this type of mind setup? It's because of the system. Everything is in Dhaka. All the government factories, industries, offices, main branches, educational facilities are in Dhaka. At present, Dhaka is like a golden goose. Every day wants to grab it, even if it is a small piece, they want to have it. As a result of this practice, slum dwellers, environmental and logistic challenges are increasing with the increasing rate of population and create burdens to the ecosystem of this city. Here, some characteristics and criteria has been shown. First of all, the rapid population growth increases the rate of poverty, inequality, shortage of housing, facility, crime, corruption, limited access to social services, and so on. Along with this, though the urban poverty rate of Dhaka is lowest than the other division, but the annual growth of mean per capita expenditure is highest. Now, let's see what kind of challenges Dhaka City is facing. As I have mentioned before, the challenges are environmental and logistic, like air, water, and noise pollution, waste management, uniform facility, poverty, natural and human-made hazards, traffic jam, and so on. These are the present scenario of Dhaka City. This miserable condition is destroying Mother Nature every day. Where some high facility tall buildings are increasing the scenic beauty with its architectural design of an area, but behind those tall high facility buildings, this is the actual scenario, which is pathetic. So what can be done to bring a potential solution? We all know that if we talk about a system or society or a settlement, almost everything has a carrying capacity. I mean, the maximum number of species in an environment. If an environment or settlement reaches to its carrying capacity, two kinds of situation will occur. Number one, either it will be an equilibrium condition or it will just collapse. The capital Dhaka is running to its carrying capacity. The increasing rate of population and random infrastructural development may be or a major reason for collapsing or become abandoned city one day. The mentioned points can be applied to bring a potential solution. Here, resettlement is not like remodeling and more developing an area. It is obvious to develop a place within a range where ecosystem will not hamper and the basic needs can be fulfilled. I'm talking about not excessive urbanization that destroys environment and ecosystem completely. So here the word resettlement means to shift the urban development within all over the country to reduce the excessive burdens from the Dhaka city. Through this, the priority of all the city will be almost equal, I think. Government can equally establish that industries, garment factories, offices, head offices, school, college, universities within all over the cities. This will reduce the migration rate and increase the working opportunity as well as the unity and strength of the country will be increased if this is practiced.
You have to finish it within 2 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
I have come to conclusion. The present rate of population growth and urbanization capacity increases the barriers, but both are much interlinked. One takes place because of others. The city has almost lost its green area and water bodies. If this process goes on every day within the present rate, it will take a few times to collapse the whole ecosystem of the country. In Bangladesh, urbanization has taken place in such a way that the places which has been developed demand high and becoming more developed, more urbanized day by day. But the places which are rural, becoming more rural. The system will lead to destruction of an ecosystem. Today, Dhaka is a victim of this rapid, massive urbanization. Congested habitation has surrounded Dhaka city in such a way that there is not even a safe distance between the buildings. Most people do not follow the proper rules of building structure and building code. As a result, in case of an accident, heavy vehicles are barred from entering the area, like Ajipara, Sharapara, Mirpur. Most of the places of Dhaka city are like this, with dense building structure with very less gap. There are another thing that is people and vehicles move like ants moving. Is the everyday scenario of the city. People also have to line up on the sidewalks for moving too. And traffic jam is an everyday phenomenon of Dhaka City because of narrow roads. Also, standing vehicles are common scenario. No one knows when they will reach to their desired place or destination. Effortlessly, hours after hours are wasted just to reach a 15 minutes distance only due to traffic jams. On the other hand, industries are emitting smoke freely without following any carbon budget. Again, at the same time, they're also dumping their chemical waste directly into the water bodies. Most of the industries have established beside any water body, Turak River, Buriganga River, are the ideal example due to chemical waste, garbage dumping, and the fuels of ships, launches, etc. In Dhaka, most of the water bodies, including the famous tourist spot Hathi Jheel, Gulshan Lake, and Somali lakes, have strong stage. I've already mentioned before that Dhaka city has already lost most of its green area. The reason for this is the deforestation and its infrastructural development randomly. It goes without saying that there is no open space for mental relaxation, even for children and elderly. People are becoming homey just to do their work, not knowing each other, and suffering from various diseases like fatigue and many more. We all know if any ecosystem is constantly excavated in this way, it will surely be collapsed one day by losing its whole energy. The present system of urbanization is leading Dhaka to becoming collapsed one day. Then what will we do? This is a question. So this is high time for the authority to think about it and take the necessary steps to save Dhaka City from future corruption. Thanks to you.
Thank you, Mafruha. Interesting paper. You have explained growth dynamics of Dhaka city and also some crucial problems we are facing in Dhaka. So you explained that. So now I think we can take one or two questions if someone wants to present. We could do it at the end, but maybe very difficult to relate the paper. Huh? So within 2-3 minutes, is there anyone to ask any question or make any comments on Mafruha's presentation? I have one question or comments maybe. Mafruha's presentation, it's highlighted. It has highlighted the growth dynamics and also the problems, but nothing was there in terms of planning problems of Dhaka city. I was expecting she will highlight some of the planning problems of Dhaka city because we are suffering from this for long. So,
Yes,
so you have not indicated any planning problems of Dhaka city. So this is comment. Maybe you can add later on.
Sorry.
However, yeah, but Dhaka, the problem you have mentioned, it is in fact this kind of problems is being faced by most of the large cities. But Dhaka is very peculiar city that it is not improving. The lifestyle and the level of services and even the planning system has not yet improved. So we are going, in fact, very rapidly towards down. So if drastic measures are not taken immediately, Dhaka's future would be very, very bad. We can say at least that. Okay. Anyone wants to make any comment or ask any question? If not, we can go to the second presentation. Tariq, can I see the list of presentation?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
Okay.
Rasibul. the
Okay.
presentation, list of presentations.
Okay, thank you. Nawar Nowshin is there? Okay. I think highlighted persons are present. Huh?
Yes,
So
sir.
we can go to Mr. Muhammad Abu Bakar Siddique. Mr. Abu Bakar Siddique is going to present, and there is a co-author with Parvin, Mahmuda Parvin. So Mahmuda Parvin and Muhammad Abu Bakar Siddique is going to present quality of life in Mymensingh city, a case study. So we are moving from Dhaka to Mymensingh. Mymensingh is a very important city, divisional headquarter now, and is a dynamic and vibrant city, Mymensingh. So not very far from Dhaka. So you would like to hear Abu Bakar Siddique and Mahmuda Parvin. Okay.
Sibul, stop the sharing.
Abu Bakar Siddique, can you just give your identity, your um, short identity, who are you, what you are doing, and also Mahmuda.
Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Salam.
I myself, Abu Bakar Siddique. I am from Natur and I graduated from Suet, Civil Engineering, and working last 3 years with UNICEF as a construction officer in Mymensingh City and Borishal City.
Okay.
Thank you, BAPA, for giving me the chance to be part here. And I'm trying to show my field study, case study report of Mymensingh City quality of life over here. I want to share my screen first. Okay, let me.
Okay, so Abu Bakar Siddique, you have time 12 minutes
Okay.
to present your paper. Are you facing any problem sharing the screen?
I want
Mr. Siddique, Mr. Siddique, I think your internet is unstable.
Please. No, I'm trying to share my screen.
Are you having any difficulties?
Mr. Siddique, are you in Dhaka or in Mymensingh?
Mr. Siddique, can you hear me?
Maybe we lost him.
Probably.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, but you cannot open till now.
No, I am now in Borishal.
Oh, you are in Barishal, huh? Dr. Parvin, are you in Dhaka?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay.
Sir,
I am now sharing my screen. Can anyone please
Yes, we can see your
tell me
presentation. Yes.
that are you
You go to the presentation
see my
mode.
screen or not?
We can see your presentation. Yes. You go to the presentation mode and then start speaking.
F5.
Yes, yes. Now I am working in Borishal.
No problem. You just go ahead. eh?
Mr. Siddique, can you hear us?
Mr. Siddique, you just say something, your summary of the presentation, what you are trying to highlight in this paper. Maybe there is some problem with the presentation.
Did you see? Okay.
Yes, I can see, we can see the title page of your
Okay.
presentation.
Can I start?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, sir, his net connection is unstable.
Yeah, I think they are facing some problems. So I suggest they can present the summary or highlights of the presentation.
Okay.
Because we have lost some time
Okay.
already.
Yes, yes, I will do. I did questionnaire surveys among 50 respondents. Okay. Among the 50 respondents, I collected data through questionnaire surveys and as well as the drinking water potability regions. I surveyed I surveyed different types of respondents, like those are businessmen and tea stall owners,
Mr.
and street
Siddique,
peoples,
can
and
you tell
teachers
us,
and bankers.
Mr. Siddique, Mr. Siddique, can
Mr.
you
Siddique.
tell us the objective of your paper first?
Yes, yes,
Okay, okay.
yes.
Then you go to the methodology. Yeah.
Uh, to assess the quality of life in different types of peoples of Mymensingh city areas. This is the first one
Mhm.
objective. And the second one is
Okay.
to determine the compare with standard of potable drinking water parameter of different
Mhm.
locations and sources of entire city area. This is two
Mhm.
of my objectives. Okay. Now I am going to the methodologies. Planning and finalization of title, then citing literatures, and then selections of the study area, data collections and analysis, then secondary data collections, and primary data collections through questionnaire survey methods works, and data are analyzed by the statistical method SS16, writing dissertations, and through the lab test reports of the of the water samples. Now I am going to what are quality parameters? We have measures few potable drinking waters, lot of disease may outcomes in entire city. We measures pH of collected water, TDS, electrical conductivity, presence of iron, arsenic, and we take these samples to the laboratory and after quality parameter collected samples and compared with VD and WHO standard. There's this sheet has the majority 35 around 70% of approx respondents are male and 30% are female. Religious views here we don't want to explain it anymore. Income sources of the respondents is the vital factors. There are a lot of professional persons of our respondents like NGO workers, government employee, day labor, security guard, businessmen, hospital workers. Actually, we had tried every income sources, people steps, water supply systems for the respondents. We found so much around 4 types of water supply systems are present in Mymensingh city, Number one is water supplies or municipality supplies, tube oil of their own, and some are the submersibles or tap. That means in city areas. Then we found LPG cylinder 30, supply gas 20, fire route 17, electrical and kerosene are partially. And different types of toilet users are also found while collecting the data. Maximum found around 22% are using toilet by septic tank, flush toilet at 32, pit latrine 26, and kacha 20%. Now I am going to the treatment places of the respondents. You know, the Mymensingh city is the city of medical facilities are really good overall. Maximums are taking their treatments in city areas, and those city areas here, the health complex, private clinic, and government hospitals rates are available in these graphs. Okay, I'm going to next one. Quality service rated by nearest health complex and disease. Many of them are actually average peoples are satisfied of their treatments by the by their nearest health complex. And five respondents found their poor and very good at round 3, you know. And last 6 month disease, we found last 6 month disease record I collected, and maximum dengue and malaria found 4%, cold and coughing 38%, and others are 20, 11, and fever and headache 27%. Last these records are taken when I was in collecting data actually. The transport and communications are the main part of any city area before telling about their quality. Mainly, there are not a city bus service in Mymensingh, you know, because only 10 to 12 is per kilometers area are in city. Recently, they have promoted as a municipality, city corporation from municipality. Actually, auto rickshaw, CNG, manual rickshaws are the most in highway, but the Dhaka Mymensingh roads are too much good for laneways. We recommended here, road conditions are average in intercity good, traffic jams are very common in main rotaries areas, not availability of city bus service we found. Okay, I'm going to the next step. Security level versus police duty is the major parts of define any city about their quality of life. Security level we measured within 3 kilometer ranges, the police duties are we accumulated while we collecting data. But police duties within 3 kilometers ranges are really found by every respondent, because you know every places are and security level many maximum 15% are saying that good. 10 to 12 respondents are saying that too much strong in their security. But for
Siddique, you have to finish within a minute.
Okay. Huh? Now I am going to the potable drinking water samples. Here you find that latitude and longitudes of collecting samples. Mainly, we try to cover maximum critical areas and all necessary like important institutions. Next one is the laboratory test results are given the iron, DO, arsenic, and chlorines. And I mentioned here in the WHO and BD standard in below. Actually, now I'm going to the water are totally good. We found that no arsenic are we found, and chlorine are within ranges. Temperatures are almost same. pH are within the limit.
Okay.
Within the potable drinking limit, we found there are about 50% cities, 50% people, their severity of security services, etc. Traffic jams are peak hour are too much. Fish cultivation and agriculture are the main income source of their people. For improving quality of life, we suggest focus on below points. This is the important part, I think. We suggest the economical growth need to be increased, industrialization of modern technology addressed in agricultural sector, reduce the environmental pollutions, availability of land services and infrastructural development, surface water treatment plant should be installed, arranging more awareness build-up program, and reductions of crime level by law enforcement agencies stiffness. And one point
I think
that
you
we
have to stop now,
want
Mr.
to
Siddique.
recommend that for arranging city in the religious affair and as well as and now going to last slides. This is the limitations of the study. We have the limiting resources. We have the shortest times, and the study
Okay,
was
we
conducted
understand
in a
that
short
all
period
the
of
studies.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, organizing committee of ICBEN, Department of Environmental Science. Thank you very much for giving us to be
Thank you,
here.
Mr. Siddique and Mr. Mahmuda Parvin. Both of you, this is a good area of discussion. Mymensingh districts. We have heard that water quality of Mymensingh districts and about other environmental parameters. So now we want to open the floor for any discussion, any question or any comments on this paper.
If you permit, and I can show the slide. Is it necessary?
No, already we have seen many slides. Are you going to show any new slide?
No. Abu Bakar Siddique's slide. He is facing some problem from the Borishal. That's why. Is it
Okay,
necessary to show?
No. Already we have heard. Maybe you can respond if there any question. I have a question.
Sir, I have a little question, sir.
Okay.
So my question is
Sadat Bashar.
Ji, sir. My question is to Muhammad Abu Bakr Siddique. What are the indexing that you have used to measure the quality of life in Mymensingh city? Because you are seeing some quality of water and arsenic, some kind of traffic jam. So I'm not sure that if I want to hear your full presentation, I'm not sure how is the quality of life in Mymensingh. This is not clear at all. Because if you're measuring in 1 to 10,
We have understood your question. Mahmuda, are you going to answer this question?
I can give the answer. Actually, we know that there is some indicator for measuring the quality of life. Socioeconomic indicator, the environmental indicator. There are many indicators, and in our country, actually, we have some limitation to measure these things. That's why we are trying to incorporate some criteria from those indicator as a socio-economic indicator. And that's why we are trying to fit some questionnaire survey within this area, and as well as the drinking water quality also we measure. This is very important for health issue and also for the area. That's why another side of our study measuring the water quality of drinking water actually. And these two, on the basis of two indicators, we try to analyze this thing. Okay, socio-economic indicator. In this indicator, we can find out the salary status, as well as security status of this area, as well as traffic condition of this area, transportation condition of this area. Actually, we are trying to find out from all aspects, and that's all, I think.
Okay. Just related to this, you have tested water quality.
Yes.
Have you found the water quality is good in Mymensingh?
Yes, sir. That is good, moderately good, actually. Moderately good. All parameters are within the limit, Bangladesh standard.
Okay. And the second question is, the household have you selected? How many household you studied?
50 households.
50.
Yes, 50.
And you selected them from the poor areas or all
over? All from all employee, sometimes farm, all classes. That means agriculture people also included here.
So For a city like Mymensingh, 50 household is too small.
Yes, sir, this is
it's
also
not,
limitation of our study actually. It's very
not
difficult.
very representative anyway.
Yes, yes.
Okay, is there any other question? Anyone want to ask any question? If not, maybe we move on to the next speaker. So we would like to thank Mr. Bakar Siddique and Mahmuda Parvin for beautiful presentation on an important area. Okay, so now
Thank you, sir.
Nuzhat Fatima. Nuzhat Fatima is there?
Yes, sir.
Nuzhat Fatima's paper is on double exposure of women migrants of Khulna slums, examining their adaptation pathways. Okay, very good paper. Title is, of course. So we would like to hear you. Your time is 12 minutes. Try to finish it within your time.
Thank you, sir. I think there's a background problem. Can you give me a few seconds so that I can remove the background?
Okay, okay. And you just give your introduction, huh? Self-introduction.
Yes. Thank you, sir. I'm Nuzhat Fatema. Currently, I'm working as an assistant professor in development studies of Khulna University. In fact, this is my introduction for others, but for sir, I think I have another introduction. Sir, my father is Professor Dr. Ghulam Murtuza. I think he's your very good friend. So currently he's in another session presenting parallel session. And so I'm presenting here. Let me.
Very good. Thank you.
I think we didn't meet recently, but I know you very well.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you present your paper.
I think I solved the issue. Yeah. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you see?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Yeah. So as you can see that today I'm going to present on double exposures of women migrants of Khulna slums. So here, as I'm saying, the double exposures. So from double exposures, I am actually here. I want to bring forward the exposures they face when they first are affected through different type of disasters in their place of origin, and again after migrating when they come to the city. Here I'm saying about Khulna city, the types of vulnerabilities they are facing and the barriers, institutional barriers, social barriers they are facing here in the city. I'm going to bring those. I'm going to highlight those here.
Okay.
The southwestern regions of Bangladesh, we know that in the Khulna region is more affected by different types of disasters. Especially the areas like Bagherhat, Borguna, Gopalganj, Satkira, these places are more affected. So the people, what happens that people migrate from those places to Khulna when they can't cope with those disasters. And especially my targets are the women, because the women are more vulnerable among those who are vulnerable. And these people, they take residents here to different types of slums. And in Khulna, there are more than 500 slums, like around 520 slums. So my study area is Rufsha Slum. The Rufsha Slum is one of the largest slum of Khulna, and more than 3,000 families are residing here at present. It is situated alongside the Rufsha River, you can see here, and it's one of the oldest slum in Khulna as well. This my study was a qualitative study, and I conducted 9 FGDs with different age group, women from belonging to different age groups. And then also I conducted 3 case studies and 10 key informant interviews. So this study was based on UNFCCC's bottom-up assessment framework. And so you can see I already said that people are arrive here from different coastal areas of Khulna region. So we can see that recently there were 2, we all know that there are 2 big cyclones, Sidor and Ayla. So even before that, people came here. That is the 1998 cyclonic event that happened here. People call it here flood. Actually, local people call it the big flood. So most of the people that I found here, they actually migrated around that after that 1998 flood. But the people, most of the people who arrived here or migrated here after Ayla or Sidor, what happened? They tried to cope here, and after a few years, those who couldn't cope, what happened? They again went back to the place of origin, but some of them also stayed here. I'm not, because of time constraint, I'm not going to focus on this anymore. So what I'm going to focus here is about the livelihood adaptation strategies they are trying to cope up with. So what happens when they first arrive here? Their skills doesn't match with the skills required for adapting in the city life. Because in their place of origin, they could do the household work or the rearing poultry or doing some farming or backyard gardening or like that. So what happens when they come here? They start to do whatever they get here, any type of job. So and try to cope up with the city life. So gradually they get some training or they acquire some skills, and then they switch over to other types of job. But what I found that here social networking is very much important. Even to get a place in the slum, they need to get good strong network, social network, like through their relatives or some other powerful peoples. And there is the tradition of shordani here. They need to make her happy or connect with her somehow, and then secure their job. So most of the people here, what they are doing is working in shrimp processing plants, shrimp trading house, market cleaning jobs, PT trading, light construction work, handicrafts, tailoring, or even the homemades. This is quite easy. In fact, they go to different places of the city and they work in their household. And most of these jobs are even seasonal. So these works, they keep changing their employments and switching to new jobs. So here we can see how they are engaging with this kind of jobs. I'm going to the next slide. So the barriers they're also facing when they are even in the city area, they're facing different type of institutional barriers. I said earlier about the syndicate operated by Shordani, and then they don't have any education or a qualification like that, and then the elderly people they don't even get job in the fish processing industries. What happens? They take the young people, and those who are more aged, they take the different type of jobs like sorting, cleaning, or washing, the associated jobs actually. And those who cannot cope up with this, they start doing something independently, like vendoring foods or something like that. So even beside these institutional barriers, they also face environmental barriers or vulnerabilities, like in the slum, there are mosquito breeding ground, vector-borne diseases, stagnation of water, heat stress, excessive cold, blocked drains, poor quality drinking water, polluted pond water. These are some. So as we can see that the middle-aged people, those who belong to the middle group, they are coping up more better than the other, especially the elderly people. Now they are also taking different adaptation strategies and pathways to cope up with this new situation. Some of them are developing self-employment. Some people keep switching their jobs. Some people, they are climate proofing their homes. So even some people are selling their properties in their back home and investing in some infrastructure or generating new jobs.
Nuzhat, can you go to conclusion, please?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I'm towards the end of my presentation. Yeah, so what I am stressing here, or I found that these people mainly they are always in constant fear of tenure. They don't have any land rights, so this is their first. The demand they want security, tenure security, and so I think that government should address here. Though different NGOs and government organizations are working and they are improving their policies, but serious concern should be done for their tenure right. Actually, if they get their demand is if they have their land right, then they can manage the other barriers or problems they are facing. Yeah, and that's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nuzhat, Fatema, for your beautiful presentation and very insightful paper. Actually, you have studied in depth the subject matter you have dealt with. Particularly, you have highlighted a very important area, the tenure security, which most of the slum people are facing this problem about the tenure security. Without tenure security, the development of the slum people is not possible. So in many of our studies earlier, we have found this. So security of tenure is important. If we can secure the tenure, they can arrange, they can find their livelihood. They can manage their own development. So that is the bottom line. So yes, you have highlighted a very important issue, and we know that. So thank you, Fatema Nuzhat, for your beautiful presentation. Now I would like to open the floor if any question to Fatema.
Sir, I want to say something.
Okay. Please give your identity.
Okay, I am Mahmuda Parvin, assistant
Mahmuda Parvin. Okay.
Yes, assistant professor, Stanford University, Bangladesh, Environmental Science Department. Madam, I would like to want to know about your objectives. Okay. Why you choose things? Well, I did. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Can I answer my first question? The answer of my first question, yeah, you said about the vulnerable people, right? Of course, there are. You can divide it in different ways. Some people can say the disabled people are more vulnerable. Some people can say child. But here I focused on women. Okay, so of course I focused on their livelihood strategies. And coming to my next question, the answer of my next question, I conducted 9 FGDs. In fact, I had another slide here. I removed it. So yeah, what I was saying that I divided among them in 3 groups actually. 3 for elderly, 3 for the adolescents, okay, and the 3 for the middle-aged people. So each group, there were like around 7 to 10 members who are in each group. Yes, that means three group. Yeah, 3, yes. Depending on their age. Okay. That will cover, of course, all the ages. Okay, thank you, Madam. Thank you for your nice presentation, nice work. Inshallah, we will meet
Inshallah.
next conference.
Okay. Okay. Thank you,
sir.
Mahmuda Parvin, for your interesting question. And Nuzhat, can you tell us? You have divided the women into 3 groups on the basis of age.
Yeah.
Would there be any other classification to explain it meaningfully?
Yeah, I know that's also my limitation actually, sir. I skipped that slide at the end. I thought that if I could, explain them on the age, on the dependent on the age, like after 5 years, like that. But I couldn't do that. So that's actually my limitation. And my
you could assess the vulnerability in terms of income.
Yes.
And
yeah, of course.
Also in terms of housing condition.
Yeah.
So that could be other classification, you see.
Yes, of course I could do it. I just did it here on the basis of age here.
Okay, any other question? Any other question to Nuzhat? Okay, if not, we thank Nuzhat Fatema for beautiful presentation.
And thank you to BAPA and Ben as
for
well.
Beautiful paper. Yeah, so BAPA has given us this opportunity to present.
Yes, sir. And to meet you all.
So we thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. So we now move on to the next presenter, Gulshan Jahan. Gulshan Jahan achen? Gulshan Jahan? Gulshan Jahan, can you hear us?
Supposed to be here, sir. কিন্তু এখন স্যার দেখতে পাচ্ছি না।
Gulshan Jahan is presenting on characterization of particulate matters in some selected sites of Dhaka City for associated human health risk. So maybe related to pollution and environmental problems. Okay. So Gulshan Jahan.
স্যার গুলশান জাহান উনি ছিলেন কিন্তু এখন দেখতে পাচ্ছি না পার্টিসিপেন্টস।
Gulshan Jahan. Maybe she is disconnected. Can we wait for a minute? Or maybe you can give her a call if you have phone number. We try to find her. Sometimes it happens. So Nuzhat, how is Murtaza Bhai?
Rasibul shared the presentation. Rasibul.
Yes, he's fine. Do you want to meet him, or should I call him here? He's.
Okay, no, not now. I'll call him later.
Yeah, sure.
I will tell him that you have presented a very well paper. Okay. So we are waiting for Gulshan Jahan.
স্যার ইন দ্য মিন টাইমে 2 এবং 3 নাওয়ার, নওশিন এবং সিফাত এমডি সামিউল ইসলাম এদের মধ্যে কেউ আছেন কিনা বা ওনাদের পক্ষ থেকে কেউ প্রেজেন্টেশন করবেন কিনা?
Nawar Nowshin is there. Are you present? Nowshin Nawar? Sifat Samiul? Maybe not there.
স্যার আমরা মনে হয় ডিসকাশন সেশনে চলে যেতে পারি, ওপেন ডিসকাশন সেশনে। এর মধ্যে যদি প্রেজেন্টাররা কেউ উপস্থিত হন তাহলে সময় থাকলে আমরা তখন তাদেরকে দিতে পারি।
Okay, so we have already discussed paper after their presentation. So now scope are still there since we have some time for this session. So if anyone wants to ask any presenter, we will welcome. Any question or any comments to any paper presenter? In fact, we have not many participants. So we can see only 10 participants now.
Sir, I think you can sum up the whole session.
So Gulshan Jahan is not there, but we have seen her.
Yes, sir.
Do you have her phone number?
Sorry, sir, we
Not really,
do not have any.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we have come to an end of this session on urban and rural planning. Although the session is on urban and rural planning, but very little was highlighted on planning aspects. But we understand that the presenters have successfully presented some of the key issues of the urban problem. So we know the planning is necessary, so we can understand. The first paper, Mafruha, presented on Dhaka City. Dhaka City is huge, very big city. So, but she has tried to present more or less some of the key problems. But Dhaka City has got many problems. Dhaka City is in fact paralyzed with problems now. So we understand that. So now in terms of planning, Dhaka is now 4 metropolitan cities, Naranganj, Dhaka North and South, and Gazipur. Gazipur is the largest city corporation in terms of area in Bangladesh, but growing without any plan. We have this afternoon a meeting with Gazipur planning. Okay. Anyway, but the planning issue of Dhaka City is implementation issue. There are some planning there. Rajuk is planning Dhaka. City corporations have some plans. So we can see there are some demolition of illegal construction and all these things are going on. But when we say the plan development, that means some plannings are there, whatever may be its quality, but its implementation is not there. So that is the main problem. We can see the mayors and other city authorities, they are very keen to demolish the illegal construction, illegal development, but we do not see any control before constructing such illegal development. That is the most crucial failure of planning of Dhaka. So that's it. And the second paper on Mymensingh, presented by Bakar, Siddique and Mahmuda, is also very interesting. And they have chosen parameters from environment like water, like other parameters, but those they have examined by examining the household survey, and they have found the water quality is not too bad in Mymensingh, maybe tolerable. So that's a satisfaction, not in all cities like this. And Mymensingh is a livable city, a very good city, we know that. But these days, lots of traffic and also growing unplanned way. The suburban development is unplanned. So we know that Urban Development Directorate has prepared a very beautiful plan for Mymensingh city, but we can see hardly implementation of planning also in Mymensingh city. So we are very frustrated. And the last paper presented by Nuzhat Fatema, very beautiful paper. Lots of statistics and data are there, collected systematically through FGD and key informant system. And we know Rufsha Basti for long. We also have studied the slum long before, but people living there for maybe last 30, 40 years without security of tenure. That is a very crucial problem for slum dwellers. In all slums in Bangladesh, all slums in all cities, the tenure security is a crucial problem. So if the authority could provide security of tenure, then they could develop themselves. Then we could not see the slum areas in the city. So that is not there. Now, the question may be raised that, okay, the city land is very valuable. How can they get security of tenure? The land can be, they cannot afford to buy land. So the land cannot be given in even free of cost. But the question is not this. Question is, if the authority wants to give them security of tenure, they can provide, they can give some money, but we can combine many people together and can go high rise, or maybe there are some other ways. And it has been proved that the poor can pay. Even in many of our studies, we have found that the poor pay more than the middle income and rich people in terms of rent and utility services bills. So this is an injustice to these people, okay? But we cannot arrange them to accommodate them in the city system in a proper manner. So that is our failure, failure of planners, failure of management authorities, failure of the city managers. So I think we all should care for the poor people. We should provide beautiful services to them so that they can develop themselves, and we can get a developed city in the countries. Thank you. Thank you all. With this, I think our co-chair Rafeya is not yet there.
Yes, sir. Rafeya Abedin isn't here.
Isn't here, okay. Tariqul, if you have anything to say?
Okay, I'd like to thanks to our chair, Honorable Dr. Nurul Islam Nazem sir, Professor,
Okay.
Dhaka University, and also an eminent urban planner for giving his kind consent and valuable time to conduct this session. And I'd like to thanks all other participants and the technical teams for conducting this session. And finally, I'd like to invite all those participants in our next session going to be held on 3 p.m. It is another parallel expert sessions 01 to 06. So until then, I wish everyone's success and good health. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tariqul. So this is the BAPA's show. BAPA has organized a very large conference, many papers, many parallel sessions are there. That's why we are getting very few people as the participants, but that is obvious in such situation, in Corona situation. So BAPA is maintaining its regular conference in December and January. So this year also BAPA has done this and consistently doing for many years, last many years. Okay. So with this, I would like to thank again Bangladesh Paribesh Andolon for organizing this conference and also inviting me to chair this session. And I also like to thank all the paper presenters and participants in this session, and particularly Mr. Tariqul Islam, who has organized this session very successfully. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.